Hello everybody and welcome back to Dominion of Men. Sorry about the abrupt end to the previous episode there, some problem with OBS. But in any case, where we left off was a little annoying. We just, of course, had fought that large battle against the elves. We also fought a skirmish against Tharbad, driving them away from the Southgard fort, which was, probably nothing you needed to really see anyway. But over in the east, we do have a bit of a problem because Dale is on a bit of a camping trip, it seems. They've got this fairly, it's not a large army, but it's got a good mix of some archers, some of these very heavy Hearthmen of Dale, and they're just completely blocking the road toward the Elven King halls. They're not at war with the elves, at least yet, so I don't know what they're doing, and I can't go down in there and move past them without attacking them, fighting them, and winning, and moving on through. That has allowed the elves to train a couple of other units. Their population is, going up, and then they train a unit and it goes back down. So they're getting some better units while I'm waiting for Dale to decide to move out. Now, because of that, I've decided to bring this army around. Instead of heading up past Framsburg and over into the west like I was going to, we are going to take these guys into the woods and bring them down towards Emenduir. And the goal there is at least to distract the elves, to get some units towards us and away from the Elven King's halls. And if I can get Dale out of here, then we can take it. So that's the plan. In the west, the situation is essentially the same. We did have a family member come of age at Bree, our capital, essentially. So I took him and a couple of Grim Spears that were just sitting there down to kind of push back against Tharbad, who has expanded into the west. They have taken Minhiriath, but they have not gone into Aaron Vorn, probably because they decided to attack us. They are training some troops out of here, but it's this very low-tier Ariador spearmen stuff, pretty weak all around. So that's kind of fine. If they train a bunch of those guys, we should be able to deal with them pretty easily. So let's end the turn and hope that Dale moves out of our way so we can prosecute the war with the elves. All right, it looks like a bunch of elven units moved out of Thranduil's halls, actually. Yeah, just the family member there. So we've got a war between... Nope, I was hoping it was a war between Dale and the elves. Okay. Let's see, where is that army? Okay, that's an elven army out there. And I can't get past it to see if Dale has moved. They have not. Maybe, I mean, they could be right here. They're not there. Okay, so we could be in a position now to fight this army in the field, but we have no archers. If we win, though, we can go into the Elven King's halls and besiege it. And I don't think this army could attack us from there. I think if we put the settlement under siege, we're sort of blocking it off. All right, so we know there's a Greenwood Bows unit. There's also a Greenwood Guard unit, which is the two-handed axe and bow unit. What is this? Is this a Threshold Spears? I think it is. So they've got at least 2 archers here and probably 1 melee infantry unit. Let's do it. Let's hit them. And they're not going to stand and fight. Very interesting. Okay, so we could turn this into a field battle then, because they can't retreat anymore. All right, now we know what they are. Yeah, Threshold Troops, Greenwood Guards, Greenwood Bows, and the Elven King himself, Thranduil, with a body of Elven Retainers. 58 of them with their 67 defense and 2 hit points. Do we want to do this? Well, this is better than fighting in the city, I think. I don't think we're fighting on a river crossing. Yeah, I think we have to do it. Oh, we can't because of the movement. Okay. Oh, that's a shame. Well, let's keep moving our forces over here. We'll see what this army does. I hope they don't go back into the city, but they may. And we do want to just drive away Tharbad as usual. Ugh. We may have to actually fight this, but I really don't want to. Well, let's actually get all these guys together. And then we can bring him down. We'll take that out next turn. Okay, they got 3 ways under siege. Fine. Yeah, we lost 4,000 that time. Okay. So they have not moved this army, and they've actually increased it with some other troops. Actually, no. I think this is exactly what they had before. It just looks intimidating. And it is intimidating. Alright, so we can head down here. Now, we may get attacked, and that would be kind of unfortunate. Let's see what they do here. If they're going to stand in the field and fight us, and they are. So this army can't retreat, it looks like, for some reason. Cannot flee from the battle. I'm not sure why. I think it's because I just control the area here. I mean, you'd think they'd be able to step back into the city, but maybe not because this army is here now. Yeah, and Thranduil is coming out of the city, so let's hope for the best. We've got no archers here, so our best bet is to rush them and just hope to cut them down as fast as possible. We're going to have to be careful of our axe units and our Nern Guard. And this is, of course, a ridiculous forested map. Any open area at all? Nope. So I don't know if they're going to be anywhere else. This is a pretty flat battle map, it looks like. They're just going to be in the trees, probably straight in front of us. So we may as well keep this rough formation. Here's the Nern Guard. They're hiding, of course, so it's kind of hard to see. But they've got 2-handed maces. Good armor, but I am concerned that they are going to be shot up by the enemy. So what I want to do is I want to drive the Grim Spears ahead. They're going to be in the front line. They're going to eat the enemy arrows. That's what their job is. We may as well put them in a group formation here. And if they run up, they can also hold the Threshold Spears' attention. Probably Swords of the Shadow should come next. Okay, well, what we don't have in this army among the elves is any cavalry, which is great. So we don't have to worry about flanking, cav charges or anything. So that means I think we can afford to have our swords on the flanks, and they can get around. So if the Grim Spears falter, they're going to be backed up by our very tough Spears of the Shadow. And we've got Swords of the Shadow on either flank to sort of go around. And then we can have our Axes of the Shadow, our Adunabar Macemen, and our Nern Guard. Yep, that's good. They can all be back here. Here's the Axes of the Shadow, Adunabar Macemen, and Nern Guard. And so they're going to be doing flanking stuff. And yeah, I guess that's it. We've got just 3 units of cavalry. So let's get them in a nice, close formation here, I think. All right. And yeah, that's all the infantry. All right, so they are right in front of us. So we get a rush in. And we're just going to be trying to avoid arrow fire and hope to break this army before Thranduil gets here with his retainers, because that's going to be the biggest challenge. Greenwood Guards, though, are a really tough unit. They've got armor piercing as well, and they're already shooting us. Here are the Greenwood Bows. Threshold troops are nowhere to be seen yet. They're going to probably be right around here. And what we want to do is just engage these archers or push them back so we can get our other units in the fight. So hard to see. Alright. So, let's get the Swords of the Shadow. Actually, you know what? We don't want these guys getting in the fight just yet. Greenwood Guards are winning easily. What these swordsmen are going to do is try to kind of hold back the enemy general, Thranduil and his retainers. We'll take one unit and hit the back of the Greenwood Guards here. The rest of you guys can just kind of stand put. We've got our cav all lined up, so what's the best target? Probably Greenwood Bows. And if we could break them quickly, that would be awesome. Not sure if that's going to happen. And that's not a good charge. But we are taking some of them out. They're wavering. This army, of course, is just led by a captain. Greenwood Guard's still winning easily. Alright, this is our new king, again, Zimrihill. Got them down to 23 Greenwood Bows. Alright, I think it's probably good to move the cav out. And I really kind of want to save the armor-piercing stuff for the enemy general, if at all possible. We'll have the macemen back here, though, kind of as a backstop, and they can also use a shield wall. Alright, are the retainers doing anything yet? Nope, they're just taking it nice and easy, preserving their stamina. Right, threshold troops are winning easily. We want to hit the bows again. Yeah, I think we do. Down to 17, 16. Okay, so we've got retainers hitting our Swords of the Shadow, and I don't expect that we're going to do anything here other than slow them down. Greenwood Guards are just absolutely, again, decimating. Alright, it looks like we got rid of the bows. So I think what we want to do now is send in our macemen to take out the threshold troops. Start to bring our Axes of the Shadow up, and our Nern Guard. And then we want to focus, I think, our charge on the Greenwood Guards. And if we could break them, then that would help a lot, taking out those threshold troops. All right, I think we're ready for a charge. Oh, I brought the axes in on that. Didn't mean to. All right, that was good. 21. All right, I think we're done charging. Yep. So we'll pull out and do another one. Swords of the Shadow. So you want to kind of hit these guys in the back while they're engaged already, but I just don't know if we'll have the men to do that. All right, again, a charge. Yeah, they got us down to one Sword of the Shadow unit. Got 16 men. There he goes. That was the enemy commander, not ours. Alright, I guess we gotta throw in the Nern Guard, and we're gonna hit him in the back with Axes of the Shadow and hope that's gonna do it. I just don't know. This is a very, very strong bodyguard unit, of course. Alright, Axes of the Shadow are gonna charge in. We've not done anything to this unit. Okay, 57. I guess we've taken out 1 or 2. Oh my gosh, they're winning easy. So we killed the enemy general, but we're still losing against this unit. All right, let's bring our spears up and around. I'm not having a good feeling about this. 56 men, they're winning easily. We needed to pin them and kill them a lot faster than we are. All right, charge in. Let's. Jeez, can we take care of these guys? Even the threshold troops. All right, finally that unit is routing. You guys are taking some losses. 55 men. Okay, what do we have here? A single unit of Swords of the Shadow. All right, those threshold troops are wavering, and we've still got a good amount of the Dunabar Macemen. Good job, guys. Nice, tight shield wall formation. Doing better than expected. All right, let's get our cav out of there again. Four men. Axes of the Shadow are losing heavily. Our Nern Guard is wiped out to a man, so that unit is gone. We're probably going to lose these guys as well. Alright, but there go the threshold troops. Let's bring the maces up, and hopefully they can serve as a nice pin. We are going to try to get some charges in on the back of... Actually, no. What we want to do with this cav is chase those threshold troops so they do not go back to the settlement. Let's get a charge in with our cav. 3 and 52, 51. Okay, let's get him out. Out. Look how many losses we took charging into those guys. Alright, 50. Winning easily. I just don't know that we have any prayer of pulling this off. With the loss of the catapults in that last battle, we may have just run out of options. They're utterly tired, but winning easily. Alright, does it even make sense to charge in? I mean, I'm going to lose my general, I think. Well, I may as well, right? I mean, this is what it's all about. What else am I going to do? Like, we don't have a city nearby, right? I mean, this is... Right, 39. We're just got to keep trying this. Okay. Cav up there are done chasing down routers. So bring them in here. We did take out one man in that charge. We needed some archers, I think. We're going to get one charge in with the Horsemen of the Shades. Only 27 of our mace men left. And that is a weak, weak charge. Yeah, we're not scratching them. Now, of course, they do have multiple hit points, and so part of this could be we're just barely getting through that first hit point. So attacks that would have normally killed a single soldier Did not. All right, we did, I don't know if we did anything there. 48, we did 1. All right, let's get the cav out, if we have any cav remaining. We just don't have the men to keep doing this, so this is probably going to be a defeat. Now, we did wipe out the army so far. The army that we attacked. I guess we could call this off, but actually, no, we can't. We can't withdraw from the battle. And I don't know why. Maybe because we're just so close to the city. All right, they're down to 47. But yeah, we've got 9 Grim Spears, 8 Spears of the Shadow, and 10 Adunabar Macemen, and that is just going to keep going down. The way these guys are pulling out of the formation, it's just making it... There goes that sword, that cav unit. It just makes it so that your charges have less effect. Right, we knocked over a unit there, but yeah, this is defeat. Best I can hope for now is that my general routs and I can quit the battle. There we go. All right, so he's gonna live, at least. I really was hoping for better things out of that army. We had a lot of armor piercing. If we'd had some archers, I think. Okay, this is because we lost that unit of Shadow Riders, or Shadow Guard, I think it was. So that's fine. Oh, our king died because he couldn't withdraw. That sucks. Okay. So they've still got a bunch of units there. They've still got some people here. 425. If I can't go in there fast and take them out, which I probably can't, then we're going to have to abandon this. However, the bright side is that we're making money. 871 projected profits. So that means that in theory, we could build up. We could, in a million turns or so, start actually getting above negative income, and that means that we could start turning a profit in our homelands, such as they are. All right, and I'll deal with these guys later, and start making some money, start training troops, take Tharbad, hold this as a real choke point, start building up in these settlements and getting an economy going. Get things like archers, and let's see what we could actually train in Numeness. Let's say that, like, we had the time, we had the money, we got our economy right, we built all the way up to Lord's Barracks. What could we get? Well, out of cultic recruitment, if we stayed with the Shadow Cult, we could get Dark Bows at best, and we could get up to Spears of the Shadow, Horsemen of the Shades, and these types of units. However, what looks more attractive to me, actually, is native recruitment, because we would get Adunabar Macemen, with armor piercing. We would get Royal Longbowmen with a missile attack of 10 as opposed to the Dark Bows of 7. And better range, I think, on the Royal Longbowmen as well. Yeah, 180 yards. Better armor. So honestly, reinventing ourselves as a Ways of the West faction in Eriador might be the way to go. So we'll see, because we would still... we'd still have a very long road ahead of us, but it might theoretically be possible to do that. Now, the problem is we could spend a ton of time building up here, getting catapults, getting all the siege, getting the bows and the maces and everything like that. And all that time, the elves would be building in their own settlements. So I think our best bet is to do what we can with this force, which may not be much, but certainly see if we can take out Emenduir. I think that is possible. If we can keep this army away from us, maybe if we were to build a fort so they couldn't get to us, and then take them out later, take out Emenduir, then move and see what we could possibly do in Elven King's halls. The elves would at least be limited to this settlement, so it might be possible eventually. So I think that's going to be the plan, folks. I think we'll call that an episode right here, but the plan for next time is to see if we can push the elves back and try to establish ourselves here now that we are seeing a positive income. We're seeing that it's possible to hold off Tharbad with what we have. And if we can keep that up, the campaign may not be lost yet. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you will stick around for the next one. Until then, take care.